Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys this really quick and easy turkey and vegetable chili that I make all the time whenever I want to meal prep a quick and easy meal. I want it to be really open with my fitness and my diet, and the first part of fitness is what you eat, so that's what I wanted to show you guys. I have some carrots that I'm going to be using. I also have a medium yellow onion, a medium to small bell pepper, one stalk of celery. I'm going to be using canola oil also, which is optional. You could just use water if you wanted to keep it fat free. I have this Mrs. Dash salt-free chili seasoning, which I really like because it tastes like taco mix. I have some jalapenos that were pickled, and so I just dumped them out of the jar and froze them. And I have these vegetable broth cubes, and I prefer these over buying like the actual broth. Next, I have these diced tomatoes in a can, and these are the ones with green chilies, so they just add a little bit more flavor. Then I have these chili beans that are in like a chili sauce, and then I have black beans. I'm also going to be using paprika and salt to taste, and of course I have my turkey meat. I always start my preps by prepping everything, so I'm going to start by cutting up this yellow onion, and I have a compost bowl on the side as well that I put in my aloe plant whenever I cook. So I'm going to be using half of this yellow onion, and I'm going to dice it up. Not super fine because it cooks down anyway, but into nice small pieces so that when I eat the chili I don't actually like get a big bite of onion. And I do wash all of my vegetables before I slice them up. Once I'm done dicing up my onion, I put it in a bowl on the side, and then I move on to my green bell pepper, and I do the same thing. I'm only using half of this bell pepper, and I'm going to cut out the veiny inside piece and not half of the stalk that's still up. Shake all the seeds and all the insides of the bell pepper into my compost bowl. I will then rinse it and then chop it up again. And it goes in the same bowl with my onions because those cook at the same time. Next is going to be my celery, and I cut off the top and the bottom of it and put those in the compost bowl. And then I cut my celery in half because the bowl I was using to rinse my vegetables is kind of small, so I just cut it in half, and then I slice my celery into like strips, and then I start chopping that up, and then it goes in the same bowl with the onion and the green pepper because they cook at the same time. Moving on is my carrots, and so these carrots are kind of small. They're on the smaller side, so I'm going to use 4. And what I do is I once again cut off the top and tail of all 4 of my carrots, and then I peel the skin. So I like shred the top of it, I peel it off, and then I rinse it, and then I cut those into quarters, and then I dice them up really small. And the carrots go in a separate bowl because they do not cook at the same time as the onions and bell pepper and stuff. So open up my black beans, rinsed and drained those, open up my chili beans, and open up my diced tomatoes. And then the last thing I'm going to do is cut up my jalapenos, and I cut them in fourths, and then I dice them up pretty small, and then I put those in their separate bowl as well. I add about 2 teaspoons of canola oil into a pretty big pot, and once the oil is hot, I dump in the entire bowl with onions, bell peppers, and the celery. I dump the whole thing into the pot and I mix it up so that everything has a little bit of oil on it, and then I add a pinch of salt. And what the pinch of salt does is it just helps those vegetables to release the water in them so that they turn translucent a bit quicker. So once they get to the point of being translucent after we've mixed everything up and everything is cooked down, we will just dump the turkey meat in the pot. Once everything is cooked, dump the turkey meat in, and you want to break it up to the best of your ability. I was using one hand to do this here, but you just want to like break it up and mix it in with your herbs so that everything sort of has the same flavor. And you want to just keep mixing this and checking on it until there is no more pink left. Once our turkey meat is fully cooked through and there's no more pink, we can move on to the next step, which is to just start dumping all of our canned ingredients to the pot. So that's the can of tomatoes, the can of chili with the chili sauce. Then I'm going to add 2 cups of the vegetable broth cubes that I cooked down in hot water, and then my drained and rinsed black beans, and then I'm going to give that a quick mix just so that everything gets a little bit of all of the flavors. And once we've mixed that up, I noticed here that I was going to need more liquid, so I did make 2 more cups of that vegetable broth. And so after I've mixed everything up, I added in my Mrs. Dash seasoning packet. I love these things because it's one and done. And then I'm sprinkling over a liberal amount of paprika, and then I mix it in. FYI guys, I don't really know what paprika does. I just like the flavor that it gives my food, so I do add it to everything. But yeah, at this point I noticed that I was gonna need more water, so I did add more later. But here I'm adding in my jalapenos, and then the next thing I'm gonna add is my carrots. And once you add those, it's literally done. You can leave it just until the carrots cook down to be soft enough to your liking, or you can leave it and just let everything meld together for hours. I ended up leaving mine on for about an hour, but once the carrots are cooked, you are all done. So this is how my chili looks. I left it on for an hour, like I said, and it's kind of thick, and I like it like that. And I ate it with a side of a grilled cheese sandwich because this is a really healthy chili. You can add corn to it. You can add just spinach, kale, whatever you like. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you did. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.
We don't take no L's, don't take no L's. We don't take L's, not around here. No, we don't. We don't take L's, not around here. No, we don't. I said we don't take L's, not around here. No, we don't. You know D-A-I-N-A, don't take no L's.